Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So since my last video, a lot has happened. I'm officially graduated and I now have my master's in social work. So this is very exciting. But now that I'm officially done with my graduate program, now I have to move out. And my plan is to stay with my brother for like a month or two while I do some job search. My goal is to try to find something down here in Miami, and if I'm not able to, then obviously I will need to expand my search in terms of where I can work and maybe even go back home. I was thinking, why not film my studio that I lived in while I was in program? I thought that would have been like a good thing to have recorded as a memory purposes for me, but also to help you guys to see how I lived as a graduate student. So here's the scope of where I live. Now for fall and spring, I live on campus. I'm also thinking about doing a video of a comparison of living on campus versus living off campus. So give this a thumbs up if you guys would like me to do that video. So fall and spring, I lived on campus, and then summer and fall, my last semester here, I decided to move off campus and I found a studio bungalow kind of thing. So normally your school website will have resources and resource information on the area around the school, so that way they can help you figure out where to live. And some will have off-campus housing options, so that's what I did on my school website. I happened to found this place. Now this is owned by a guy who lives in California, and so he basically has like an entire row of studio bungalows back here. Majority of them are Airbnbs. Now I thought this was a good option for me because I basically rented an Airbnb for, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, for 8 months. So the reason why I thought that was a good fit for me, because it was fully furnished, so I didn't have to worry about buying a bed, buying a couch. It came with cable and internet, which was good, and it was gated, and I also had like my own parking space. So overall, it was a good fit for me. It's small, but it was literally just for me, and I thought that was a good fit. So the way my housing is set up, it's a studio obviously, so there's like no rooms to my own bedroom. There's no bedroom separated. It's literally one big space. So the only thing that is really divided is the bathroom and my closet. So I'm hoping you guys find this interesting. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start from the outside. So as you can see, this is how it looks. It's very nice and greenery. And so if you turn here, this is my door. This is where I start. So once you open the door, as soon as you walk in, you are automatically in the kitchen. And I decided to put a shoe rack here, so that way when I first came in, it was really messy because a lot of the shoes were piled over here. So I decided to get this shoe rack from Bed Bath & Beyond, and I thought it went really well with the home decor. So all my shoes, well, majority of the shoes that I wear every day are here. And again, this is the door that we just walked into, and obviously I have a good window space, so whenever I'm cooking, I always have this up, so that way it gives some natural light. So on the other side is the sink area, and this is where obviously I do majority of my dishwashing. I have my coffee maker, which is I got from Target when I moved down here, and then the toaster came with the place, cutting boards came with the place. Like the only thing that is literally mine is the mugs, the wine glasses, the mason jar, a few of the utensils, but not all of them. But everything else, like the red plates and bowls and stuff like that, it came with the place. So I thought that was cool. And all of the stuff came from IKEA. As you can see, I have some good storage space. And then obviously at the top as well, which was very, very nice for a small place. I love the backsplash. It's like a nice sky blue color. Moving forward, we're going to go into the living room, like where everything is. So we'll start right here. Bar stool area where I normally eat my my food, or if I'm doing homework, if I don't feel like sitting by my desk, I tend to sit up here. These are some wines and liquor that Eli brought over. So these are just some drinks that we like. So right next to the bar table is my desk that I got from OfferUp. I thought this was a good fit for the place because again the place is small, so I wanted to maximize the amount of space and storage that I could get. It's a desk, but then it also had multiple shelves, and at the bottom it had like a nice area where I can put a little box and my file my papers down there. So I thought that was pretty cool. The iPad that I used for grad school, where I took majority of my notes, obviously my pen, my Beats headphones, my agenda, some pictures that I really need to put away, stationary things that are important for me to use while I'm reading and writing down notes. Here are some of like my books that I use. Like I think one was for my field placement, where I had to like handle my care load, meetings and stuff like that. I kept track of my textbooks for neurobiology, groups, policy class, and more of my neurobiology. So those were the books that I used this past semester. And then some paint brushes. Obviously I love to paint, watercolor particularly. And this was also some other notebooks that I used as well to write, because sometimes I don't always like to write in my iPad, so I use notebook as well. And I think I got all of these from TJ Maxx, by the way, so they're pretty cool. The top shelf, some pictures, some seasonal decoration, my graduation tassel, yay! That's my brother, my mother, Jake, and mama. My best friend Grizz, my biological parents right there. Got this lamp from Target, yeah, because this place doesn't have a lot of lighting at night, so I thought a lamp would do. And I also hung my honor cord and my legacy cord on here so it doesn't get messed up. Oh, and I have my berry blanket that my brother gifted me for graduation, excuse me. And my chair, my white chair, I got from TJ Maxx as well, because I was honestly trying to look for a ghost chair on OfferUp, but I wasn't willing to pay for the prices that they were offering, so I went to TJ Maxx, got this instead, and I loved it ever since. This is the back door, so literally once you open it, you're on the other side of the house, and I don't use it. Obviously you can tell with the tape because there are little creases where you can actually see the outside. And when I first moved in, I was getting a lot of unwanted visitors in terms of lizards. That's very popular down here in Florida. So my brother's idea was to put tape around it so they won't come in. And ever since, I haven't really had a problem. Also because it's cold too, so that's probably why. But we'll just go with the tape as the solution of my problem. Moving on to the living area. This is where majority of my friends and my brother sit when they come to hang out and chill for a bit. So the red couch, I believe the landlord got it from IKEA. It's not the most comfortable couch, however, it's doable in a sense where, you know, if people just want to sit for a bit, you know, it's pretty handy. And also it does turn into a futon if I just pull the back down, which is good. When I have my friends who spend the night, I tend to pull the futon out, and then I also have an air mattress, so I put the air mattress on top. The pillows, I don't know where they got it from. Those are my stuffed animals, my favorite ones. And then we have the coffee table. Again, I do apologize for this bin. I'm again packing, so I'm putting all of my clothes here, and I still have to wrap my brother's gift. So that's why you see all that. But the coffee table is from IKEA as well. What you see on the table are candles from Bath and Body Works. These are my favorite scent. I believe one scent is the winter candy apple. The pink one in the back is champagne, and this midnight blue one is midnight blue citrus. Look at that. Decorations are from, this was for the fall. These are from Target originally, and the bowl came with the place. And then more candles from TJ Maxx as well. This is, oh my goodness, I found this at Ross. This is ginormous. I thought this was perfect for me drinking water. I love to drink water, so this, I felt like it was obnoxious for me to carry a gallon of water around. People would be like, what the heck is she doing? So I found this and I thought this was pretty cool. You can get it from Ross for $7.99. Look at that. Probably one of my best investment ever. So I thought this was pretty cute. I actually got a compliment off of that at the gym. And she was asking me where I got it from. So I think I'm going to do a monthly favorites as well. Sorry, that was just random. So yeah, my big water bottle. And then I have my MacBook Air, which obviously I need. And oh my goodness, this is also my favorite. So Time Magazine is doing this, I don't know if it's like a weekly thing that they're doing, but they're doing like a mental health campaign. Like a few weeks ago, my brother and I came across special time edition for stress. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I need to read it. Like he got the article or the magazine at his place. I just need to take the time to read it. Now that I'm officially done with school, I can now start reading. Like, oh my goodness, I love reading books. So I just started this one, and honestly the articles that they have in here are amazing. Best and believe these will also be in my monthly favorites for December, so be on the lookout. I think this is a good magazine that if you come across it, definitely grab it and read it. I think it's definitely worth it. So yeah, this is the overall view of the table. Under it I just have my makeup, so it's really nothing that's special. So next to the couch in the living area is obviously my bed. I love, oh my goodness, I love this bed. This bed is so soft. I think it's Tempur-Pedic because it's firm but yet soft. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's so nice. I'm gonna miss this bed. This is probably one of the main things I'm going to miss from this studio. I got my comforters from TJ Maxx. I thought I needed something red to go with the theme of the place, so it had like a little hint of red. I don't know if you can see it. I thought this was pretty cool. My pillows from TJ Maxx as well. I got the king size pillowcases from Target, as well as my sheets to go with the comforter. And the two lamps on the side are also from Target. I believe that's where they got it from. On the other side of my studio is obviously the bathroom, the closet, and like the TV area. So here you see that this shelf right here I bought from Target. I bought this when I first came down here, so I had this in my dorm as like obviously like a bookshelf and where I can put my printer. So, and then you see the TV. So majority of what's on my bookshelf are books. Some of them are textbooks, some of them are just random books that I received or bought that I would like to read. On this shelf, these are my textbooks from, I believe, like second semester. This is a bullet journal that I was going to start. I may start that again now that I have more time. My sketchbook, my LSAT book, textbook, LSAT book, and the rest are just like regular portfolios. I was going to at one point I was considering law school because I thought that would have been like a good fit for me, so that's why I have those books. Still thinking about it, don't know yet, but to be determined. The bottom shelf, it's just random books. Honestly, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I actually got this as a gift. My sister Danae gave this to me. This book was from a scholarship that I received, and this was from a previous project that I worked on as a GA that I never gave back, now that I noticed. The next shelf is majority of books that I received or plan to read. I see a few on my textbooks, and the rest are just random books. Obviously the top shelf is really nothing fancy, just an old laptop, some notebooks, and papers for my printer. I had this printer for years, like ever since my undergrad, and it's lasted me this long, so I love this printer. And these are roses that I received. My family gave that to me for graduation, so I thought that was very cute. Obviously there's a candle. So yep, that's basically majority of this section. And then I have like my daily vitamins, my blue mic, and the cable system, something like that, that this Airbnb uses. And then there's my nice smart TV. I'm watching NCIS. That's my favorite show. I need to catch up on that show because I think it's one season is already completed, and now they're on to the next one where Ziva returns. So I need to watch that. However, I don't have cable, so I need to figure out how I can see or catch up on the other seasons. Once we shift to the left, you will see that my bathroom is right there. The sliding door closes, so I'll slide that open once we get to that part. There is the dresser where majority of my clothes are. I have some in the closet, but once you see, my closet is very small. So I got this dresser from OfferUp. I was able to purchase this for like $80, and they also drove it down here, so I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, I have my ring light, got that from Amazon. I have my mirror that I use every day when I'm getting dressed, and I have my scale, which I got from Amazon. The way the scale measures my weight is really weird. I think they do it's measured by stones, if that makes sense. Leave a comment in the comment section below to let me know if you guys have any idea of like what this scale does. Like, I'll even show you guys like what I'm talking about after I go through this. But so this is the area. This picture came with the place, obviously from IKEA. That's our AC system, which you would think is not efficient, but it blows out pretty good. So this is what the top of the dresser looks like. Just give you guys an overview. I love perfumes, as you guys can see. Some of them I received as gifts, and some I bought for myself. So this is where I did my makeup, obviously. Excuse my water bottle. So yeah, nothing fancy, no fancy system. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So obviously a regular scale will show you like, oh, you're like 150 pounds or whatever. But when I step on it, right, it goes by stones. Wait, let me see if I can get on it. Don't judge me with my weight, please. It's like, you see, it's like 12 and 6, which is so weird. Like, I'm not really familiar with that grading scale. So if you guys know what this means, please let me know. The next place we're going to look at, obviously, is my closet. Now, just keep in mind that this is a studio, so the space is a little bit small. Here's the closet space. I have majority of like my field placement, like my work clothes, and things that needed to be hung. So that's like majority of it. I obviously have my printer box up there. The Airbnb came with extra blanket, which I thought was cool. Also came with the same shelf that I bought from Target. They had one put in there as well. So I have like majority of like my hats, my bags, like my clutches in there, and random like skirts as well. I have extra hangers in the bag that's stored behind the storage bins. If this wasn't there, the space is very nice, I would say, for a studio. So I really like it. So this is the bathroom, a full 3-piece bathroom. I believe the red cart also came from IKEA. I got this toilet rack myself to put the toilet papers there. So this is what it looks like. The sink is very tiny, but it gets the job done. Obviously the hand soap from Bath and Body Works. This is my favorite, black cherry merlot, and I also have the candle that goes with it. So this is the sink. There's me. Also got this orchid, this fake orchid from TJ Maxx. I bought this when I came to the school down here, so I thought it would be like a nice greenery. There's the window for outside. And I also got this nice wooden piece. There's 2, but I was only able to hang one. I also got this from TJ Maxx. I thought that was a good accent piece when I lived in my dorm. So I love the shower. The shower has like Subway towels, which I love Subway towels. Oh my goodness. So when I saw this place and during the summer or like spring summer, I fell in love with it because I love Subway towels. But this was like my favorite part. So this is a full scan of the shower, and it's a nice size, to be honest. It's bigger. This shower is bigger than the one that was at my dorm, so I thought that was pretty cool. wraps up the video. Again, I hope you guys found this interesting, helpful, gives you guys a little food for thought to see what your options are. Personally, as a graduate student, and having the experience of living on campus versus off campus, I think living off campus was more beneficial for me because I have my own freedom. I can cook what I want. I can have as many friends over without having to worry about the RA or noise complaints and stuff like that. So I thought it was a good fit for me. And usually a lot of graduate programs, the admission counselor will tell you or would recommend for you to live off campus. And again, I'll do a separate video to give you guys a comparison of living on campus versus living off campus. And to me, I thought living off campus was cheaper. On my school website, it said that living on campus was cheaper, but when I did my own calculations, living off campus was way more cheaper. Some tips I would give to you as a graduate student or as an incoming graduate student, I would honestly do my research. Literally, it will save you a lot of money, time, and energy. A lot of apartments and agencies will ask for security deposit, first and last month's rent, so obviously you have to take that into account. But normally your school website will have all that resource information for you. If not, you can always contact your academic manager or the program director, and they should be able to lead you in the right direction or guide you in the right direction of where to look. Now that I'm done with school, I'm thinking about doing a series where I'm doing a post-grad life to give you guys an actual insight of how it is, or how it is as a postgraduate student, because I don't have any job offers yet, and that's obviously scary, but that's kind of sometimes a reality for most people. So I'm thinking about starting a series called Postgrad Life Diaries, and that way I can show you guys my day-to-day, week-to-week life, like while I'm job searching, or what I do to spruce up my resume, my cover letters, or stuff like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to start that series after this vlog, and or not vlog but video, and I hope that will be somewhat informative and interesting to you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys found this interesting and informative in any way possible. Please leave any questions or comments about my graduate living situation, or if you have any comments about resources that you think you will need, I'll be glad to answer them. But for now, just remember to be mindful, have empathy to yourself and others, and always remember to be present. See you guys in my next video. Bye.